Hello and welcome to Pilates. Today we're going to do some balancing and we're going to do some stretching and we're going to do all kinds of things. But we're going to start with working out the sides of our body. And we're going to start seated to open up those hips before we actually move on to those hips. So I want you to sit nice and tall on your roller. There should be a high density roller, your head over your tailbone, your shoulder hip in alignment, your belly button to the spine. You have your hands in the front of your back and you're just rolling, or nowhere at all, just rolling on your glutes, just opening up those glutes. Now we do nothing without adding breath to it and kind of creating the fuel for the engine that's moving the parts. So just work back and forth. And I'm just going to take you through this, no counting, just kind of like when I feel like the hips are opened up and hopefully I'm right, we'll do it until then. Yeah. Now we're going to take it on to the hamstrings too, because we got the whole leg involved in this today. So let's roll back and roll forward. Now, depending on your height, where you put your hands, usually people with shorter legs put them in the front, and people with longer legs put them in the back, but that's entirely up to your comfort. I just want you to feel balanced as you're going on to those hamstrings that are on your upper leg. Yeah. About 4 more. And 3 more. And 2 more. Yay. And 1. All right, and bring yourself up. And now we're going over onto our side. One of the things I want to explain about the side is we have something called the IT band. That's a really tight cord that you really can't do anything with. So we try not to push into that. We go in front of it. So you walk your leg over, extended bottom leg, and then you turn yourself over just a little bit more. So you have a rotation forward. So you're in front of your IT band. And your foot should be long, not pointed, but long and off the floor. It can be, and not flex, just nothing. And just take that roller up and down that part of your leg that's in front of the IT band. You're getting your muscle, right? This is kind of where the quad wraps around. And we feel like we're working on the hips, that this is releasing the hips. When in actuality, it is working the front and back of our leg as well, right? Yeah. All right, here's number 4. 4, and your eyes should be looking down. You don't want to torque your neck or push your head back on your neck. 5. Good. Number 8. 6, and we're going to work on opening the muscle more. If you feel an adhesion or a block, some part that's painful, you might sit on it for about 25 seconds and then move off of it again. And last 2. And last 1. Now I'd like you to go up and down and pumping that leg to the behind the knee. So it's a tabletop pump. It doesn't go farther than behind the knee. So you can feel that muscle opening, right? So you might say, okay, I found an adhesion because I'm feeling a little bit of ache in that muscle. That just might be your leg's unfamiliarity with doing this, or it might be an adhesion. So you can make a decision about that. 4 more. 4. Good. And 3. Staying in front of the IT band. If you're on your IT band, it's going to hurt a lot. 2, because it's an immovable part. And 1. And then you're going to keep that foot back there and go up and down with that muscle open. Up and down. Ooh. 2. 3. It feels really, really challenging and really, really good at the same time. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Now we're going to hold it right there and grab our foot all the way to our glute and just reach it back. Now I want you to take it up into the groin. Take it as far to the top of that hip as you can and just let it sit there. Yeah. Just let it sit inside of that. Roll a little bit forward on it. All right, and then we're going to pump 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then release it. And you're going to lower that knee to the floor and bring it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let it drop all the way down. Let it sit, and we're going to let it sit there for a few seconds. I'm giving you about 15 seconds on each of these holds. Good. And then we're going to extend that leg, and we're going to go behind the IT band. So you're going to take it a little bit behind the IT band. I want you to reach down to your ankle right here. And then you're going to scoot it as far down the leg as you can. And then bring it as high as you can up to the lumbar. And take it as far as you can down that leg. 2 and 3 and 4, 5. You can have your leg hovering above the floor, right? 6. Nice. Take it back there. Go to that 7. That lumbar. Move back into the back. And 8. And hold it back there. I want you to get you on your elbow, and your leg is kind of turned to the side, kind of diagonally. And you're going to lift and lower for 8. 1, 2, 3. I'm feeling this today. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up there on 8 and bend it in. 1, ow, oh wow. 2, 3, 4, 5. That usually doesn't hurt so much. 6, 7, and 8. Hold it there. I'm going to hold you there for 15 seconds. A big, nice, open muscle. Yeah, 5 more seconds. Good. Then you're going to extend it again. Come on down. And we're going to extend that arm in the back and go up and down for 4. 1. Good. 2. Nice. 3. Beautiful job. And 4. Now you're bringing it right below the glute right here. And you're going to take the leg toward the end of the roller and back. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we try to come up with different ways of opening the muscle. 6, 7, and giving it all the benefits of myofascial release. Now little lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then knee to the roller. 1, 2, 3, 4, all opening up. 5. It looks like good things are happening. 7 and 8. Now, we're going back to the front of that muscle. You're going to remind yourself where that is. Cross that leg over. Put your hands on the top side of the roller, and then double those feet up and down. 1. Good. 2. Nice. 3. 4. I won't be able to do this on the other side. 5. Good job, belly in. 6. Don't push hard with your hands. 7. You should be balancing with your core. 8. And then bend those knees and do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hold it in the middle and clamshell. 1, 2, 3. Open them both. 4. The bottom one won't open much. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring your hands up on the roller and get yourself back onto your glutes. We're going to go up and down for 4. 1, and then go over to the other side. 2, 3, and 4. Now I have limited capabilities on this side because of my hip, but I'm here to coach you through. All right, we're going to go in front of that IT band. The leg is over the top, right? And you have a neutral leg. You're rolled forward. You have that nice little lean, and you go up and down for 8. 1, 2, yes, 3, 4, 5, nice, 6, looking straight ahead, 7, and 8. Good. Now we do the leg pump behind the knee. 2, 3, good, nice and long. 4, 5, ouch. 6, 7, yes. And 8, hold it in that tabletop and take it up and down for 8. 1, 2, nice long strokes. 3, which I cannot do. 4, 5, 6, good job. 7 and 8. Now grab that foot, bring it back to the glute, and then drop your groin onto the roller and hold it there. I'm going to hold it. Good. Nice. And then little pulses. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now release it. Bring it back to tabletop and lift and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Extend that leg, and we're going to go behind the IT band. Never on the IT band. So roll it down your leg and reach toward the ankle, and then bring it up. 1, I can do this side. Good. 2, again, neutral foot off the floor. 3, good. 4, beautiful job. Get the whole leg. 5, beautiful. 6, got it. 7, breathing through it, and 8. When we come back here and we're all the way up to our lumbar, we lower down to our elbow and lift and lower. 1, 2, make sure you're rotated. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Heel to knee or heel to leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to do that hold for 15 seconds. Just hold it. Yay. Get that opening. Feel it. It is so yummy. Would I lie to you? Never. All right, we're going to go to that long leg again. Take it all the way down. Going back up again for 8. 1, for 4. 2, good job. 3, nice. And 4, now you're at the top of the thigh below the glute right here, and you're taking it over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Lift. 1, 2, love this. 3, this one feels different than the other side. 4, 5, 6. I brought my hand in because my shoulder was too separated. And 8, so you might check that. Knee to the roller. 1, 2, 3, ouch. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice job. Beautiful job. All right, we are going to stack and go forward. Put both hands behind the roller. I can't do this one at all, but I'm going to coach you through it. So you go up and down for 8. 1, up and down, these doubled legs. 2, you have your hands behind you, but I don't want you resting on them. 3, 4, I want you to 5, just use them as table legs. 6, they're just holding you up. 7 and 8, and then we bend that leg and then up and down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you do the clamshell. You want to separate both legs. So you're going to drop that 2. You're going to drop that one down a little bit. 3. The other one's pretty wide. 4. So there are different ranges of motion. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring yourself back to center. And we're going to slip off. And yay, it's upper body time. We love upper body time. All right. You're going to wrap your arms around your head. You're going to bridge off the floor, not just push your pelvis forward, just a small bridge. And we're going to stay on the rib cage. We never go on the soft stuff, right? We stay on that open muscle. Open spine, up and down. Yeah, 3. I need to full range of motion to the shoulders. 4. So you pass the shoulder blades. 5. Some people stop there, but we want to get our shoulders too. 6. Nice. 7. And 8. Now I want you to stop under the shoulder blades, tilt to one side, just drop your shoulder down. You still stay in the same plane and up and down for 8. 1. Now you won't be able to do both sides evenly, obviously. 2. But you want to get a lot more of the bent shoulder, 3 and shoulder blade. So get up there. So you can push yourself up there. 4. Got to push with your toes. 5. Keep those elbows closed. 6. Hold your head comfortably. Don't let it drop or push it. Now, when we get to 8, I want you to take it as high as you can and hold it. And hold it for 15. And you just really feel the power of the foam roller into your muscle. All right, bring it back to center for 4. Keep it nice and tight. 1, 2, full range of motion. 3, right over the shoulder blades. I know I'm going out of screen. And 4. And then you're going to tilt to the other side. All right, and up and down for 8. 1, 2, nice and tight around your face. 3, I know the outside one wants to drop away. 4, take it high. 5, try to get as many angles on your body as possible. 6, 7, and let's take it up there and hold it at the top as far as we can go. This part, this shoulder blade, shoulder, bicep, and pec right here. These are your writing and moving and stirring and sewing muscles. They all work together when you're doing those kind of manual things, right? And then come back to center, up and down for 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now right below the shoulder blades, I want you to go side to side. Elbows down, following the head. Don't let them release. I'm floating out of my screen. Keep going. Good. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Both sides. Yeah. Now stay on one side. Just stay on one side. I want you to take the top arm, reach it past your ear, and try to reach to the mat. Pushing the bottom part down toward the floor. Nice. Then put it back behind your head, over to the other side. Same thing, reach with that top arm. Come back to center, then over to the first side again. Now reach with your bottom arm, palm toward the ceiling. You're going to feel different things happening. Feeling that serratus anterior pushing into the roller, right? Put the hand back, go over to the other side, reach with your bottom arm as you're pushing down with the top. All right, put it back behind your head again and up and down for 4. 1, good. 2, 3, good. And 4, I want you to find a spot somewhere in your back, whatever it is, to hold for 20 seconds. Okay? Wherever you want. I'm going to do it right below the shoulders. You can do it right below the shoulder blades. You can do it wherever you want, as long as it's on your spine. Good. 5 more seconds. Okay, we're going to lower our glutes, put our hands in front of our eyes, reach up, bring our arms down, roll the shoulders back 4 times, and forward 4 times. Good. I want you to come into a position with your mat behind you and your roller in front of you. We're going to do reverse planks on the roller. Right here. So I want you to find that position right above your ankle, right below your shin, right below your calf. And we're going to lift and hold for 20 seconds. Good. Pull the belly button to the spine. Good job. You're going to lower down and reach toward your feet. Bring yourself into a forward fold. Now the next one, we're going to lift and lower one leg for 10. Curl yourself up by pulling into your belly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach back, lift up, point one leg and up and down for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release it down, forward fold. I will always want to do a reverse on your back. It's just a way of counter stretching and protecting your back a little bit. Good. Let's go to the other side. Same thing. All right, point those feet, lift yourself up. Make sure you get into your lift first. 1, because it feels like we dropped during this, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and then lower down. All right, what I'd like you to do now is lay down, keeping that roller right where it is, because we're going to go into our bridges. So the bridges are the rollers on your heel, arms are out to the side, you're bringing it up vertebrae by vertebrae and down vertebrae. 2, and lower. 3, good job. 4, I'm going to get mine a little farther apart because I want to feel it in my inner thigh. You take it apart, 5, you'll actually feel it in your inner thigh as well as the rest of your leg. We're going to do 2 sets of 8. 6, nice. 7, nice and wide if you can, if you feel like it. And 8. I know that sometimes the wider ones can feel a little more trepidatious for the knee. So you find the part that feels good for you. I love the wide, but it has to be what's good for you. I'll have to do a second set. 1, make sure you come up vertebrae by vertebrae and down vertebrae by vertebrae. We're not flopping. 3, oops, lost my roller. 4, 5, nice. 6, perfect. 7, it's a lower. And 8, this never happens to me. And lower down. Walk those feet into a flex on the roller and take them into a turnout. So your flex turned out, you probably can't see my feet in the screen, on the roller. Nice. From here, we're going to get the roller under us. Good job. And we're going to take the knees to tabletop. And we're going to do some jackknives. So legs are here. We lift and lower. Again, vertebrae by vertebrae. 2. Good. 3. Perfect. 4. Good job. 5. 6. 7. And 8. If you're hearing the sound, you're probably plopping down. I'm going to roll into the screen a little bit more. Okay. We're going to do a scissor split at the top. So point both legs. And when you go up, split and down. And then split the other way and down. 3, 4, 5. Good job. 6, 7, and 8. And bring it down. All right, we're going to circle. 8 circles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. 1. Oh, the sun finally came out. 2. It's good rain though. 3. I like good rains. 4, because I like green grass. 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. We're going to put our feet onto the floor, lift off, take our roller out. Bring ourselves all the way down. Slowly curl ourselves up. And now we're going to get on the roller the long ways. All right, so you're going to put your mat beside your roller, right? So that when you come off the roller, you land on your mat. So we're going to lie down first. So we get onto the roller, same way we get onto a Pilates mat. Stay here, throw yourself down, vertebrae by vertebrae. You move your glutes up, walk them down the roller, wiggle your upper body up. We're going to do our first minute of deep breathing and our second minute of soft breathing right now. So what I'd like to do is take your arms up and wrap them as close to the roller as possible. So you're tighten your head backwards, hugging the roller. And for the first minute, I want you to breathe deeply through the spine. All right, eyes open. I want us to work on balance at all times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, starting now. And really feel it move up and down your spine. Keep those arms as close as you can because you want it to be open in the chest. You want it to be, get a nice big, movement through the spine. Shoulder blades are hugging it. You're halfway there. Three, two, one. Now I want you to soften your breathing and put your hand on your belly. And just breathe softly for 1 minute. Close your eyes or keep them open. If you have trouble with balance, I would suggest keeping them open because it trains your nervous system, right, to stay balanced on round things. You're halfway there. Then let's slide our hands onto the floor and bring our legs to tabletop, one leg at a time till we get tabletop. I want you to touch down, raising the other arm so that we only have one little touch keeping us on the balance. So down and 1, just 10 on each side. 2, 3, kind of lift your hand off the floor. 4 of the other side. Try not to grab. 6, 7, I like the palm to the ceiling. 8, 9, and 10. Bring that hand down. The other one is going to come up and down. All right. 1, 2, 3. You feel more balance on one side than the other. 4, 5, 6. Nice. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Let's put both feet down and we'll take our hands to the floor. You're going to put your hands at the bottom of your thighs, and when you come up, you're going to cross them, cross at the wrist and down. 2, this is a little, sit up. 3, nice. 4, good. Crossing different sides each time. 6, 7, 8, 9, curl down, and 10. Curl it all the way down. Bring the legs to tabletop, one at a time. And your pendulum, palms to the ceiling, elbows off the floor. So you're just going to 11 o'clock with your legs. 2, 3, just to 11 o'clock. So you're moving them to the left. 4, 5, 6, try not to push those arms. 7, you're working on your core, so pull the belly in more. 9 and 10, so 1 o'clock. So you're going to the right. 1, and again, 2, you'll feel more balance on one side than the other. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, look straight at the ceiling. That'll keep you balanced. 9, you're looking at the screen, you're taking your body off balance. 10, now try to go to 10 o'clock. 1, so a little lower than the last one. 2, good. 3, nice. 4, feeling that waist, that's great. 5, 6, 7, 8, elbows, if you bend them a little bit, you'll feel more support. 9, 10, other side, try to go to 2 o'clock. 1, it's harder for me. 2, 3, but keep the elbows off the floor. 4, I'm not getting that far. 5, 6, it should be the whole bottom leg. 7, not the knees, not the feet. 8, goes together. 9 and 10. All right, let's put those feet down one at a time. Knees together and feet apart. Great. Okay, you're going to slide off with a lot of Pilates today and let your body open up. And breathe. Just let the body melt because it's been on this curl thing the whole time and now it's flattening out. So it's like finding its space in between the parts. All right, we're going to do a bunch of different stretches today. Let's lift up. We're going to start with our choreography because that warms us up. And it looks like it's a big stretch, but it actually just warms us up for other stretches. So right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop, right foot to the ceiling. There we go. Left foot to the ceiling. Point those feet. That's pointed parallel. Right? Turnout parallel. So you rotate to the turnout. Flex the turnout. Lower the knees downward. Keeping that flex and those heels together. Take it out into a pointed V so you soften the foot. You're still over the roller. You don't bring it up. It's over the roller. And bring it back to pointed parallel. Pointed parallel. Turn out. Still pointed. Flex the turnout. Lower those knees. Take it out to a pointed V. Bring it up to pointed parallel. You're going to speed it up a little bit. Pointed parallel. Turn out. Flex the feet. Lower it. Take it out and bring it in. Point. Turn out. Flex. Lower. Take it out and bring it in. Point. Turn. Flex. Lower. Out and bring it in. Now we're going to do it without my giving you the cues, as it's great to remember sequences. So if you can, let's do it again. Now we're going to take it backwards. Okay, out to the big V. Bring those heels into that flex. Your in turnout flex as you leave it, bring it up. You point that turnout and come to pointed parallel. Out to the V. Flex it into the heels. Take it up to turnout, flex. Point the turnout. Make it parallel. Open, together, through, point, and turn. Open, together, through, point, and turn. Open, together, through, point, and turn. Now 2 without my cueing. Nice job. Beautiful job. Great. All right, let's go into our hamstring stretch. So we're going to pull one leg forward and we're going to massage the crease of the other side to bring that leg down and down. You're pointing the other leg. All this is very strong point. It's not a relaxed stretch. It's not one of those stretches. It's all soothing, not till the end. Right now we're going into reaching and creating more flexibility and longer body parts. Not longer than they are, but the feeling of length. And when you're stretching, once you get the stretch, look at the ceiling so that your whole body is aligned rather than torqued. And I'm holding these for 30 seconds, so you have a lot of time to get deep into that stretch. Nice. Beautiful. Now you're going to put your hand on the outside of the leg and you're going to bend that knee into your shoulder. Then you're going to bring the other leg to the floor and let it turn out to the side. We're going to hold this. We're going to get that nice stretch in the hamstring, right here in the groin and the adductor muscle of the lower leg. Nice. And keep breathing. Feel the strength of this. All right, you're going to extend the bottom leg first and then extend the top leg again. We're going to bring it down and down one more time. And this time will only be 20 seconds. Looking at the ceiling and breathing. Now I'd like you to put your hand inside that thigh, take that leg out to the side. Don't let this other glute come off the roller. So you may not go far. So that's all right. Then you're going to slide that hand off and cross over, looking in the opposite direction. Feeling that big twist. Your shoulders are still planted on the floor. Yeah, they're on the floor. Somewhere in here, you might feel a release because it's a nice twisty stretch. And then bring that leg back up and the other leg next to it. Now, you might find the leg you just stretched is longer than the leg that hasn't been stretched. So let's fix that. Split the legs the other way. You might want to massage your crease. Big inhale and exhale lower. Big inhale and exhale lower. Big inhale and exhale lower. And you have that 30 seconds right here. Right there. Right, we're going to take our hand on the outside of the leg, look it down to the shoulder, then the other leg, and let it roll out to the side and hold it right there for 30 seconds. Feeling that big stretch. You're halfway there. Let's extend that bottom leg first. The top leg comes down, 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 and it's going to be 20 seconds here. Keep everything long and strong, pointed, in action. This is an active, even though it's static, it's also active because you're pushing through. Right hand inside of the thigh, it goes out to the side and hold. Five more seconds. Slip your hand onto the roller, bring the other hand across, and then stabilize yourself, and then bring it around, looking in the opposite direction. Make sure your shoulders are planted. You're going to get more of a stretch if they are, and you'll feel those changes that we're hoping to have happen, or kind of a validation of our own flexibility. All right, bring it up need to adjust a little bit. And my legs are now the same length. That makes me happy. We're going to take them out into a big, wide V. Now I'm going to let go of it, like let go of the muscles and let them drop a little bit more, and then put them back into that point. And hold it. Just push through. Feel the extension. Now release the power so you don't have to point anymore. Now we're going to swing them around. This is where we start to relax our body, activate it for the day, get a lot of juice running through the whole thing. Yeah. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let them stop on their own. And then bend the knee. Sure, it's over the roller. Bring it in for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. One leg to tabletop, the other leg to tabletop. One foot to the floor, the other foot to the floor. Lift yourself up, get the roller out from under. Come on, down, 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 down. Bottom of the feet together, knees out to the side. You're in a lying butterfly. Putting the hands under the knees with the palms toward the ceiling. Lift and drop those shoulders down your body. Reach your head up. Just breathe into it. Take the back to the front. Take the front over. Push into the mat. Lift up. Find your comfortable position. Roll your shoulders back 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And breathe it up 3 times. Take it up and down. 2 more up and down. Last time up and down. Thank you for coming to roller today. We stretched out our lower body. We stretched out our upper body. We did great balance work today, and we got a stretch.